Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ezinne Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay, guys, the 6th episode of the BBNAIJA reunion aired last night, and I know I actually did kind of like analyze it last night, but I really didn't say everything I had in mind to say because I was very, very tired and my head was like, they were using hammer to hit on my head. Like I was having this throbbing headache last night, and I just said, okay, you know what, let me just say something and do something. But I really didn't talk about it to my satisfaction. I didn't really point out everything I wanted to point out. I just narrated, in that video. In this video, I'm going to be going in depth on what I actually think about that episode. First things first, shout out to Angel because she's one of those people that actually did own her SHIT. Yes, guys, because when she was asked, about the whole flirting with Emmanuel, she didn't stutter. She didn't try to put blames on other people. She said what she said, both in the house, even in the presence of Emmanuel. And for that, she's got my respect. I love people that own up to the SHIT. I love people that what they say behind you, they say in front of you. Oh, I can't say the same for JMK. I really can't say the same for JMK because she was like, oh, it's not that serious. I'm like, babe, shut up. Like, even in the interviews you had outside the house, you did not say, oh, it's not that serious. You were practically saying that he was actively flirting. And now you're like, oh, it's not a bad thing. I'm like, why are you trying to form some kind of innocent girl when you're not that innocent? Sasuke to me was like, But Angel got my respect. She apologized to Liquorose when she felt like, you know what, I actually did, overstep my boundaries with this guy, and I'm sorry about it. And she said to Emmanuel's face, we were flirting with each other. That's number one. Number two, Emmanuel has struck me as if he's a liar. I don't have water in my mouth to say this. You know me. I'm gonna say it. A lot of his fans might come for me. I really don't care. I'm going to say it no matter whose ox is God. Yes, because that's how Ezinne is. Emmanuel struck me as a liar because, number one, he was trying to actively make the other girls that were talking about his flirting look as if it was them and not him. Like, we saw what we saw in the house. When Ebuka threw the question of why he felt people were like saying he was using Liquorose, he was saying all sorts of trash, saying, oh, that he was trying to hold back. Like, guy, that didn't make sense. You were just saying a bunch of gibberish, whatever. 3, when Ebuka was trying to find out what actually did happen that made them fall apart, do you know he actually did try to insinuate that Liquor was an insecure woman? Yes. If you think, if you don't know why I'm saying this, go back to the video. He was actually saying that it's because of the lunch he had with Sasuke. He mentioned that lunch. He mentioned that he tried to put the blame on Liquorose that she did not come for his, reopening. He also tried to make it look like Liquorose was trying to portray they were a perfect couple outside. Meanwhile, inside, she was not talking to him. He also made it look like it was Liquorose's fault, that he was trying to do everything that Liquorose wanted, but she was not having it, and that was it. I'm like, guy, you're not a professional liar. You are trying to act as if you're a liar, but you don't have that range, basically. That's what I saw in that episode yesterday. I'm like, I kept shouting, guys, so lying. Seriously, that was what I was, shouting. I guess that was part of what actually, made my headache continue, because I was like, guy, you were not being coherent. You were stuttering at some point, and that was points to show that you were actually lying, basically. I've lost count. Shout out to Liquorose. I love the fact that she came with facts. That's one thing about being truthful. You know what they say, he that comes to equity must come clean hands. And that was what she did. A lot of people on Twitter were like, oh, she did not say everything. She mustn't say everything. She didn't call him names. She just sat there like a queen that she is, spit out her points one after the other. You know, and once again, I have to say shout out to Angel, because when she was asking Angel, did you do this? Did you remember that conversation? Remember this? Angel was like, yes. Not unlike some other people that when Queen was talking in some episode back, I was asking them, we did, and they were like, shout out to Angel once again. She's a real one. And I'm not saying this because people will say Ezinne likes Angel. No, she has her faults. But in that episode last night, shout out to her. And also, shout out to Liquorose. Like, she started like a queen that she is, was answering the questions. From her voice, you could feel the hurt. Even though she's over it, obviously, but you could feel the hurt. That guy really did mess up. And no, I'm not saying this or taking aside because I'm a woman or I'm a girl. But as an adult woman, you self watch that thing again. You will know that she was not lying. Like, shout out to Liquorose. She was, and again, Liquorose never really wanted to talk about that Dubai stuff. Did you guys notice? She actually didn't want to talk about that Dubai stuff. It was because Emmanuel was now trying to make her look like the bad person, the one that has insecurity issues, the one that was not being appreciative of everything he was doing. That was when, Liquorose had to okay, let's talk about this. That kind of reminds me of the whole Ezinne and Diane. Remember how Ezinne did not really want to talk about the Mawuli stuff, but Diane kept making it look somehow. And he was like, you know what, let's talk about it. And I love the fact that she did talk about it. We're going to hear the full version today by God's grace. Yes, guys, I love that. I love she kept she was looking so beautiful with her white dress, everything. Shout out to Liquorose. She's a queen. And she's a queen, she's a real one. And I also love the fact that she also said something that bashed and quashed all those nonsense narrative that people were parading. She said Angel actually did come to her to have a conversation about Emmanuel. And Emmanuel, after denying everything the night before, admitted it in Angel's presence. What does that tell you? Angel actually did care about Liquorose. Because I remember in the house when Angel was like, my sis, this. Angel's problem with Liquorose was that she was too blind to see that she was being played. That was it. And I felt like at some point she made it her mission to show everyone that this guy was not a real one. And Liquorose last night confirmed that same thing. She was in love. And there are a lot of people that were blaming her, blah, blah, blah. How many of you, let's be sincere, how many of us, when we fell in love, that people were not advising us that we actually did listen to? How many of us? You don't advise a woman in love now. We all know that, because when you're in love, your head doesn't go, with whatever you're doing. It's your heart that will be controlling you. Your heart will be like, oh my God, it's love. But your head will be like, it's not love. It's not. But would you listen? How many of us will listen? How many of us can actually hold our hands up high and say we have not been like Liquorose before? Who never ever up hands in the air? No hands? Exactly. So I wouldn't really blame her, because we've all been in her situation at one point or another in our life. Maybe it's that young love when you were a teenager, your first love, whatever. We know we learn, we grow, we learn. Maybe now you might not do it, but before you have actually done it. So that one, I will not really blame her for it. Can we also say a big shout out to Ebuka? Ebuka Obi Uchendu is the best interviewer ever. Do you see how he started? He knew, Ebuka knew about this whole thing. But he was trying to act as if, okay, I do not know. You guys are going to spit out what happened by yourself for yourself. He knew about the Dubai incident, but he decided not to act as if he knew about it. He asked Saga, from Saga to Emmanuel. They were trying to divert his attention. He followed them. Ebuka followed them round till they got to Dubai. That is what he wanted. Do you also remember how Ebuka did that same thing during the Diana and Ezinne? Do you remember when he casually just dropped, does any of this have anything to do with Mawuli? And all hell broke loose. And exactly what he's doing now. Last, all I have to say is this, yeah? BBNAIJA people should stop sending their ex-housemates to Dubai. Because that Dubai has broken lots of BBNAIJA relationships. I mean, have we forgotten about the upper echelon you did not ask me out properly. Fraud and Esther situation. It was in Dubai. I mean, in Dubai. This said Dubai. So yeah, seriously, this is what I think about last night's episode. Yes, guys, but still, I still have a problem with DSTV making this thing a 30-minute show because we have a long way to go, especially in this relationship thing. We'll deal with Emma Rose. We'll still deal with Cross K. We'll still deal with is it Sass J? We'll still deal with Cross J. Hey, we'll still deal with Sasuke and Angel. We'll still deal with Perry and Maria. So why are they dulling us like this? Anyways, we'll wait, we'll watch. I mean, they did not pay subscription for us. Now we pay subscription by ourselves. So we're gonna wait and we're gonna watch it. What you guys think about yesterday's reunion show? Let me know in the comment section. On that note, I say thank you guys so very much for being part of my channel. If you've not already subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Ezinne Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead. Bye, guys!